In this video, we'll learn how to use the Sage SalesLogix Mobile website. I'm accessing the mobile website from within a Firefox browser on my PC, but for purposes of this video, the features will be similar to when you access Sage SalesLogix Mobile from your device. The first thing you may notice is this message from our browser asking whether or not we want to store data on our computer or phone for offline use. I'll click Allow, and then I'll show you how that setting works as soon as we log on. We're logging on as Lee Hogan, who's a Midwest sales executive in our eval database, and we'll choose to remember Lee's logon so that we don't have to enter username and password the next time we access this website. When the mobile home screen appears, we have Quick Actions and Go To. Quick Actions contain links to commonly used tasks, and the Go To lists all the different entities or views that we can drill into. Before we look at any of these, let's look at some of our options. At the bottom of the home screen and on every screen in the mobile site, you'll see a settings button. And if you click that, we have the ability to clear our saved credentials. So when I chose to remember me on the logon page, if I want that to revert back to original settings, I can choose to clear. Clearing storage clears all of that local data that your browser keeps for you. Keeping the local storage allows you to use SalesLogix Mobile even when you don't have an internet connection. For example, when you turn your phone to airplane mode, you could still access SalesLogix as long as you already had the app running and that you already visited some records. To best take advantage of local storage the first time you access the mobile website with a connection, you may want to visit some of your most used accounts and contacts and so on, so that you collect that data for offline use later. The View Error Logs option is probably not something you're going to use very frequently, but if your administrator is asking you to troubleshoot any issues that you have with the mobile website, he or she may ask you to view the error logs and send them the details. To get back to home, we can either click the Home button or click Back. You also have this Settings button, and this allows you to configure the order in which the go-to items appear on your home screen. Or you could even choose to hide certain features if you don't use them. And now Tickets is removed from our list. You can also hide and show panels by clicking these blue icons. All of the pages within the mobile website are divided by these panels, and using them helps to reduce the amount of scrolling that you might have to do for a page with a lot of fields. Let's try to get a feel for data entry by clicking the Add Account Contact button. The type of field is indicated by the icon on the right, so if there is no icon, it's just a regular text field. I clicked inside the name field, and this is an edit field which allows me to segment my name. If I have a complex name, I can enter a prefix or search for an existing prefix. And I can simply tab to the next field and skip the ones that I don't want to include. To return to the Insert Contact Account screen, I simply click the green arrow, which means OK. And I can continue to fill out the information using my device's keyboard. If I scroll down, most of these are just pick list items and edit fields. And remember with pick lists is that you can either type within the pick list or you can use it to select from an existing value. And again, to save the record, you'll always find that option at the very top. We'll click Save. And now I'm looking at the account detail view for my new Sunshine Pools account. My call main number and my view address options are empty. I didn't enter a phone number, nor did I add an address, but this option would call the phone number from your device, and the view address would open Google Maps. Scrolling down, I find the Related Items panel, and this appears on almost every main view. It's similar to the tab area in the standard web client. For example, if I click Contacts, I should see only the contacts for the selected account. So George Harrison, we only had one. From this screen, I could add more contacts for the Sunshine Pools account. But we'll just leave George as the only contact for now and click George's name to see the contact detail view. Now I forgot to add an email for George, so let's do that now. I'll click Edit and click Save. Now let's take a look at how we can record email to history. When I click to send an email, I'm now no longer in the mobile client. So I'm on a desktop, so that's why you're seeing the Send SLX button. But you would just be seeing whatever default mail application that you have on your mobile device. As soon as you send the message, your mobile device will return you back to the SalesLogix website. And automatically, SalesLogix is asking you to complete an activity for that email task so that you can record it to history. Now, unlike what you're probably used to with the full website, it did not save the contents of the email itself. So you could copy that over here, or later when you get back to your computer, you could drag them from your sent items folder in Outlook into SalesLogix if the contents of the message was just as important as the fact that a message took place at all. Now that I clicked OK, if I scroll down, I could check the Notes History tab for this contact, and I can see my history record was created right there. And I can go back and edit the Notes History record if I wanted to. So again, if you want the contents of your email message to appear in the notes, make sure to remember to copy your message text from your email before sending it so that you can save it on your clipboard and then paste it into the email history item. Recording phone calls to history work in the same way. Meetings, on the other hand, if I go to open my calendar, it's now well afternoon and we're done with our golf outing, so I can click the meeting activity and then choose to complete the activity. And for the completed date, I can choose as scheduled, or I could even choose the date from this date and time picker, which is really easy to use on your mobile device. And we were done at 11:45. Click OK. Any notes that I want to add about the activity I can include. And I can save the record. Now if I were to open that account detail view, the completed activity again appears on our Notes and History tabs and is removed from our Activities tab, just like it would in the full SalesLogix website. Now if you wanted to search for information within the mobile website, for example, we're looking at all the Notes History for the Abbott Limited record. On the Notes History screen in particular, we could search for any term using the contains operator. For example, if I just wanted to see Notes History records for meetings, I can type meetings and click search. And I can also take advantage of hashtags. Hashtags are similar to groups in the full SalesLogix website. For example, if I wanted to filter the Notes History to see only my notes rather than my history records, I can use the hashtag, type note, and click search. And the benefit of using hashtags isn't so obvious on the Notes History because we're searching with the parameter contains. But if we go back and look at maybe some of our other main views, opportunities for example, for this view, rather than using the contains operator, it's actually going to use starts with. So for example, if I type MO and click search, I get results for Mobile Relief as well as Mountain Ranch. Now I could not similarly type relief and expect to get Mobile Relief to be returned because it only will go with the first letters of the record. On the other hand, if I use the hashtag for 1, I should get all records that were closed in 1. At this point, if I wanted to open this record, I can simply click it from here, or I can click the action menu and expand to either edit the record, see the detail view, view any contacts for that account, any products, go right to the add note screen, or add an activity. For more information on using the SalesLogix mobile website and to explore more hashtags for all the different views, click the help icon. And try a few for yourself. In this video, we learned how to configure settings and keep local storage for offline data access, how to quickly enter data like adding a new account and contact, how to record phone calls and email messages to history, how to easily link to different pages with the fewest steps, and how to use hashtags to search for a group of records.